And so the very simple thing about fear is, first of all, you got to realize that fear is normal. The second question that came up that was very interesting was this other young manager was like, I want to give my manager some feedback, but I'm afraid. And I was like, well, what are you afraid of? And he explained it to me. And so I wanted to spend a couple of minutes talking about that as well, because I think so many of us are afraid of doing something. We're afraid of asking for a raise. We're afraid to tell our manager that we're overworked and we're exhausted and we're anxious and we're stressed out. We're afraid of telling our partner that, no, we can't go on holiday this year because there's no more money. We're afraid of telling our kids, that they need to stop being on the iPad because they've been on, the iPad for 5 hours. And at 8 years old, that's not a good thing. We're afraid of so much stuff. When he asked me, how do I get over this stuff? I'll share kind of exactly what I told him, because I think that may help some of you. And first want to acknowledge that this is completely coming from something that Tim Ferriss said on a TED Talk. Tim has this thing called fear setting, which is an exercise I use as well because it works. And so the very simple thing about fear is, first of all, you got to realize that fear is normal. So first off, I told this guy it's normal to be scared. Step number one, realize that you're scared. Step number two, take a piece of paper or your Google Notes or Google Keep or whatever, Notion, and then just write down really specifically what you are afraid of. Spell it out, write it down. Get really clear on what's scaring you.